Make sure I'm live and then get started here. This is entry 52. I look like kind of a mess right now, maybe. I don't know. 52. Okay. Um, I finally got around to reading the messages this morning, sorry. Uh, and again, it's just an overwhelming amount of feedback that I'm having trouble processing, really. Um, I need to go back and maybe look more carefully individually. So I think there's going to be some messages that stand out more than others, and those are going to be important to get feedback on. I want to show like just a quick thing here. I did a little bit of analysis on it because like it was like 1,400 messages, and that's like very difficult to process. Like it seemed like a lot of it was hate. Uh, But yeah, I did a couple different. I got ChatGPT to like read the information for me. I downloaded the entire thing as a CSV file. I just kind of like gave it freedom to do whatever I wanted. Give me some useful information about it, right? Um, let me let me like, change my status quick here. But yeah, I got some information on it. Some of these are just weird. The most useful graph is maybe this. The most useful visualization, I mean, is probably this. Um, this kind of tells me that sentiment was okay. If you look at the square graph, it leans a little bit towards negative, but the rounded portion is a little bit more positive. So it's kind of hard to tell exactly what's going on there, maybe. But either way, I ended up getting the most comments I've ever gotten on a piece of work, the most likes I've ever gotten on a piece of work. Uh, so I guess that's a win, right? Like, what else do you like? What else do you do with it? Um, the feedback was pretty varied. People, it invoked a lot of anxiety. It made people anxious. The piece of art in question, I can show that again just in case. It was this. And I say that with that tone in my voice because I'm like, I don't really like it either to be particularly honest. To be honest. Um, it's very much too recognizable. The fact that you can see all the eights is why I got, you know, 26 mentions of just the letter 8 in God's comments. Um, yeah, there we go. On another note, um, I have shirts here. I'm figuring out some prints soon. Some shirts. Maybe I should show that. Let me make sure I'm not gonna break anything. Let me put this over here for a second. 1 second. I think I can show this. There's nothing like. Uh, yeah. So I got some shirts figured out. I'll open up a couple. My favorite is probably just one of these more boring ones. I think I had this one in particular. I find the model kind of strange to look at here. Like, it's very much like just like this traditional tie-dye kind of like hippie wear, I guess. I'm gonna buy myself a copy and see how it goes. I'm hoping it works. I don't really like this one as a shirt. It feels less. I could make the sleeves colorful too, but I don't know. I don't know. I don't really know what I was doing with that. I'm not like a fashion guy, to be honest. I made a couple different canvases too. My favorite were these because I couldn't find proper canvas sizes for the other ones. But this kind of works. I thought it worked in an interesting way. Cutting off the edges so you can't see the the weird my boundary edges here. I thought that kind of worked in the best way. But I also did a couple of versions here. I thought the ratio was a little bit off, but it's very hard to get a perfectly sized canvas. And it comes in various sizes. It gets pretty expensive. I can show my numbers here even. I'm not like I'm not ashamed of that. So 20 by 20 is the my intentional that's how big the images were. I made them to be 20 by 20 inches. And the prices are very, very high. I don't like how high the prices are. Um, they were higher, but I went down. It like defaults your profit margin to 40%. I changed it all down to 15, and for some reason it changed it. It like bumped it up on me. So yeah, none of these are published yet. But it's the idea, unpublished everything. I also want to change my shop name. I don't know what I was thinking. Waters Pawn Shop. I kind of like think like playing on the idea of like a pawn shop, like a pawn store, and then water and pond. Yeah. I don't know. Yeah. So I'm gonna do one more thing, and then I'm gonna start doodling here. Um, no coffee today. I got bone broth instead because my stomach's bothering me. It's pretty good. I've never tried bone broth before, but I would recommend it. Um, yeah, so I wanted to start doing a little bit of a spoken word poetry kind of thing. Mostly just for practice. I've never never done this before. I don't know if I should show it on camera while I do it or have it off to the side or something, but I'm gonna do this. Um, yeah, Uplink 2000 and so I'm already kind of anxious and overthinking it. Uplink 2203, fragment 342, stage 3 of the desiring phase. Nothing and a little something, a little too much of that and this, a moment of quiet again, to drown out the aching sensation of growling and barking, gnawing and biting. A respite here, breathe air, deep lungs, cough out a little more brown gunk. This is progress, this is tiredness, exhaustion, continuing despite everything, despite, because of a pursuit of purpose, I guess. I do my best not to look. I need to maintain my mind, my pace, this path. Nothing can divert me now. No force can sway me. No man can convince me. Only a woman's temptation might allure me. I'm still a fool after all. The pace quickens. The road is set in stone. All I do is walk now. The work feels mostly done. I just need to walk now. Tomorrow the sun is up and it should be warm, warm enough to walk aside for a while. I want to visit the park and record some thoughts. I'm glad I've escaped myself, the cowardly anomaly that I was stuck in, the cycle of despair and misery that had become of me. Now all I am is a desperate yawning sensation, a hungry maw seeking fruit in time to spare, seeking something to chew and and always her, yeah, always seeking her, yeah. An embarrassing truth, the pursuit. Everything else is artificial. Nothing but sexy pixels, imagined curves, and false pretenses. Supernormal stimuli at its finest. The joys of this post-scarcity wasteland. There is so much excess, I am drowning in it. I have too much. I need so much less. I want so much less. I don't know how to process it all. Let me finish this first and then I'll come back to you. Don't wait for me. I'm not sure if I'll make it. All there is forward. This writing exists in some ideal unreality. Reality is so much more stuttery. Reality is roughly shaved and hard to hear. Reality is rough at the edges and soft on the inside, sensitive and intensely volatile at times. Reality is wishing for direct sunlight and the taste of fresh air after a long fucking winter spent isolated inside. Reality is a love. Reality is the love for curse words. This unreality is censored, a macabre facade of illusion barely held together with grammar and a lack of punctuation. Reality is desperation, seriousness, a joke untold and a laughter held in. Reality is giggling to fill the silence of the Reality is giggling to fill the silence of the void demands. Contradiction is his play of words and chance. In these keys lays a meaning beyond what resonates in real time. In these letters is a soul that wishes it could be held in the actual world. A conscience that begs to differ and wishes to relate. Whatever that means. It's late and I just had to write. That's just my reality. Uh, Here's an unreality to preface the next day's journey. That was fun. So I want to start doing this kind of like spoken word before these entries. So I write every night. That's just like my routine at this point. They're not all poetic. A lot of them is kind of junk. I hope I do get around to doing a little walk today. After this maybe. It's already almost 2. It's +4 right now. It's pretty warm. Um, yeah, I'm kind of all over the place, aren't I? I got groceries today. I got vitamin B complex. I got chewables because I'm a child. I don't like swallowing pills. Let me take one of these quick. It's supposed to be good for digestion. What else? Supports energy production. I think it's like 1 day. 1 or 2 a day. It's 90. I just have 2. Gee. I've been so paranoid about like new substances now. I know it's like only vitamin B, but like I'm gonna take half of what it recommends. Um, yeah, fruity, cool. With that out of the way, um, with that out of the way, I don't know if I want this color. I kind of want a brighter blue. That's okay. That's a nice blue. I just gotta get back in the rhythm here, and this is my life for the next. I've been working on this for 2 hours so far. I'm expecting this to go. I don't know exactly. I'm thinking another 6 hours, which is kind of a rough guess. So I want to do 2 more layers of recursion. I'm at 40 pixels. I want to do one at 20. I want to do one at 10, um, which is a lot. Just put it that way, it's a lot. Um, yeah. But now I just get to relax and scribble. It's I'm still kind of processing all the hate and all the positive comments too. I I don't know. It's very confusing. I don't know how to what to do about it. You know. Honestly, it's just inspired me to draw more. So I guess that's good. Yeah. Could be worse. Could be better. Could be worse. What else? I don't know. I feel a bit better today. I think it's the bone broth, honestly. I woke up feeling pretty horrible, to be honest. I feel pretty good now. Yeah, first thing I did when I woke up was what did I do? Not much. I kind of just checked my Reddit comments there. I realized it was too much to read, so I immediately went into ChatGPT and I struggled for maybe an hour or two trying to figure out how to best feed the information in. I had to download a Chrome extension to download the entire Reddit page. Oh, zoom in a little bit here. That was fun. Um, that is like kind of practice too. I'm trying to learn how to get better with programming. I'm not a programmer, but I can leverage AI to program for me, and why not when you can? If it's like that easy, if someone as dumb as me can do it, it's become very accessible. I want to put this a little bit closer there. So I'm trying to fill in gaps here. There's some weird gaps. Oh, I'm so glad it's almost summer here. I am stoked. I don't know exactly what my plans are for summer yet. I was considering going to Toronto again, but in hindsight, it's a very expensive city and it smells really bad. That's not like I'm being very literal about that. It's a stinky city, and it's only home for the super wealthy and homeless people. Like there's, you know, that's an exaggeration, but it's yeah. If you're not super wealthy and you're not willing to be homeless, your standard of living there is not very high. I gotta zoom back in here. Ugh. It's not a. It's a very hostile city in a lot of ways. I want to check out other towns. I don't know where to go though. I really don't know where to go. But I'm thinking Ottawa and I'm thinking Montreal, but there's no particular reason for that other than them just being big cities. And I'm from a small town, so it's like I want something interesting. Yeah, it's okay. I'm getting in the flow again. I like these shape this shape. It's a very fun shape to draw. But the kind of the glare is a little bit messing with me a bit. I'm being particular, maybe more particular than I need to be. I just need to get into the rhythm here, so I'm not overthinking it. Shape feels natural. But yeah, going back for a second. I did like a word frequency thing on the other post. I caused a lot of anxiety in people apparently. That's not like it's not my intention. I feel a little bit bad about that. Um, Pattern's kind of breaking up here again, which is okay. Uh, I don't know what that. Why is it? It's a weird loading bar. Okay. Um, yeah, I'm leaving some spaces I was in again. I feel like I was wasting a lot of time in certain spaces. I was kind of hoping for something that wasn't ever gonna happen. And there's something about if you leave a space, you don't the time you gain not being there is spent elsewhere. So it's very productive sometimes to leave somewhere. On my other side, I hope that's the truth. Um, I just tried to exist in that space for a long time, and I never. It seemed like no one was ever interested in anything. I just found no passion anywhere. Found very few passionate conversations, so I kind of had to leave. My only regret is my time spent there. Time without a reward. And it's kind of funny to hear someone who's spending 3 hours, well, 2 hours so far on this, saying, speaking of like effective uses of time. But that's the reality. Um, it's kind of hot here. Yeah, go back down here for a moment. I am missing the coffee already. I gotta get into the flow. There's no point putting it somewhere where you can't see it, so I'm just gonna skip some parts. That's visible there, but hardly. There are some like weird bits, which is okay. It's not supposed to line up perfectly. Get rid of that little dot. That's okay. I mean, part of me just thinks this is funny. I don't know. Trying to like justify my purpose for doing this at some point too. Maybe it's just for attention. Not exactly. Like the wrong kind of attention's bad. I don't want just attention. I am wondering if my idea of like um, 2 more layers of recursion is too much or not. I'll find out. I'm just gonna focus. I'm gonna do at least an hour a day and then go from there. Yesterday I said I was gonna do more on Twitch than I did. I ended up kind of giving up a little bit earlier there. I'm not feeling at my utmost optimal self, to be honest. I'm trying to fill in some of these weird spaces here. There's kind of gap. There's a gap here. I want to make that a little bit bigger. Oops. I'm gonna zoom in again here. Yeah, the glare is making it a little bit harder on me than it would be. Let's see. Mouse is also being a little more finicky today. I don't like that one. Let's fix that. At the bottom here, it feels like it gets squished, which I don't mind. It almost feels like gravity doing its thing, you know. So that's okay. Yeah, it's okay. But I like the idea of the I'll do like the spoken word at the very start of these videos. So people who are into that, they can just watch that part and skip the madness that is my drawing style, my drawing method. Um, that'll be fun. It'll be interesting. So yeah, so that's one way to do that. Um, that doesn't look right. Oh, kind of doubled up here for some reason. What's happening here? Go continue this. I'm try to work our way down here now. I make an effort now not to just fill in the space talking nonsense, so it's not like awkwardly quiet. It's just a very methodical practice here. It's a little bit too E-like. A lot of these are kind of like turning into a weird. Let me go back. Like a little bit in the wrong shape. And again, I kind of went off the path again here. I'm trying to get the right shapes here. Maybe overthinking it again. So there's some particularly dark spots here I want to brighten up intentionally. that's okay. Yeah, I don't know. Life's been pretty okay, I guess. I've been except for some stomach pain, you know, like I'm not I don't have that much to complain about. I'm gonna stop this in at the hour mark because I do really want to force myself outside a little bit. I'm looking at my smaller screen here, my laptop. Um, it's so much. The color difference is very noticeable, and I wonder if that's good or bad. Hmm. Kind of like how it looks better on my laptop than on my copy here. This is what it is, I guess. Um, get back to this over here. Wait for my mouse to wake up again. I can kind of scroll down too. I don't need to be so far up here. Realizing the scale I'm working at, I gotta pick up my pace a little bit. Time is finite, and time is a finite resource. And we don't want to acknowledge that. Usually, people enjoy wasting time. Often we try and waste time, make it pass faster. But we have a limited resource. It is a limited resource. Yeah. Um, I fill in these spaces. I feel like I gotta color correct sometime. Make sure everything looks right. I'm gonna work down here for now. Where was I? Right here. I'm gonna break these shapes up. It doesn't need to be exactly uniform. Like I'm kind of like leaning into this just because it's the glare again. Yeah. I'm curious if down here is this even noticeable if I on my other screen? It is. Okay. I gotta adjust my brightness here. I didn't realize how off my colors were. I want to also focus more on aligning the bottoms of these. Um, I'm gonna finish this corner off and then I'll go back up. Where? Here, I guess. Yeah, so I'm kind of working my way inwards. Inwards here. Where am I? I can see the dark spot now. Here we are. I felt pretty good doing that the spoken poetry at the beginning of the video though. I thought that would be a lot more awkward, but I was actually kind of stoked to do that. Stuttering and all because it was kind of meta. Okay, so I'm just gonna finish this color and then I'm gonna call this good for today or for now. I might come back on Twitch later today and finish some, do another hour or something. Um, Something like this. I think it's funny. Yeah, I don't know. People, I don't understand people. I don't really know what to expect reaction wise from anything I make. A lot of love, a lot of hate, and it's just what it is. Depends how mad people are, if they're what mood they're in, really. I'd rather people feel something rather than feel nothing towards me. So the only emotion they have is hate, then well, I guess I can deal with that. That's okay. There's a weird spot here I don't quite like. Let me fix some of this. Let's put that back. Yeah, this should be better. Yeah, I don't know, man. Reality is weird. I'm just trying to process feedback I've gotten the last few days. Honestly, I don't know. It's just it is what it is often. There's no controlling it. It's just what happens will happen. Anyways, I think that's good for today. For now, there's some dark spots here I can fix up quick. It's okay. Yeah, that's it for now. Yeah, catch you tomorrow or later today if you're on Twitch. Otherwise, peace.